Hi everybody, and welcome back to Harry's Music Room. This is going to be a real quick one. I did the top 10 records that I always go to, my go-to records, so that I want to play if I just want to grab something without thinking about it. And I left off the most important one. I couldn't believe it because tonight I was thought, oh, I want to play this record. Oh, this is what I should have started my list with. So, from 1972, Gilbert O'Sullivan himself. This album, you might know it better as Gilbert O'Sullivan himself with this cover, because this one features the mega hit Alone Again Naturally, which is not on the UK pressing. But I love this album so much I had to have the original UK pressing. I think that might be because a lot of the times in the UK, they would not put a single on an album. The Beatles used to say, we don't want to charge our customers twice. But it was also a way to get you to buy a single and an album. But anyways, so this came out in 1972. It's got a lot of meaning, personal meaning to me, because it really says a lot about my growing up, and a lot of it just hit home to me. So it's very personal, and I love every song on here, not just the title track, or not the titles himself, but the hit Alone Again Naturally. I just love every song. There's a song on here called Houdini Said, and it's got the wonderful line that says, Houdini said to get out of bed was the hardest thing he could do. But in a straitjacket, he'd be out in a second or two, something like that. But I thought that was a really cool line. The hardest thing to get out of was bed. But if you haven't heard this whole album, seriously, you should check it out. It's fantastic. It's British pop, very Beatlesque. If you're a Beatles fan, I think you would really like this album. Produced by Gordon Mills. Gordon was a manager and a producer, and he had three artists that he was overlooking. And the first one was Raymond O'Sullivan, and he said, you should change your first name, your stage name, to Gilbert, and people will think it's Gilbert and Sullivan. So that's how he ended up with that name. And then Gordon also managed a fellow by the name of Tom Woodward, who he suggested use the stage name Tom Jones. And Tom Jones had a great hit with the song It's Not Unusual, which was co-written by Gordon Mills. And then there was one other artist, and his name was Jerry Dorsey. And Gordon suggested he change his name to Engelbert Humperdinck. So that was his idea. Change everybody's names, and and they'll be successful. And then he had a daughter by the name of Claire, who Gilbert O'Sullivan wrote a song called Claire, and it's inspired by his manager's daughter. So anyways, that's the album that probably my number one go-to album. Seriously, you're going to laugh, I guess, but it's just such a good album, and it means a lot to me. It brings back memories, and like I said yesterday in the other video, that's what music does for you. It creates memories, and it helps you think of other times, sometimes good, sometimes not so good. But anyways, that's my addendum. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And until next time, ciao.